Hello, and welcome to the inaugural episode of My First Deal. Today, I am super excited to introduce you to Harvey and Federico from Texas Property Service. Today, they are going to tell us about their first deal. So I just want to give a little introduction. The most interesting thing about these two entrepreneurs is that they are actually sophomores at UT. Very busy trying to get their education and running a real estate investment company at the same time. So first of all, we're going to hear from Federico, who's going to tell us about his first deal.
Devaney, my first deal was awful. It was terrible. It was traumatizing. You're bringing up some painful memories. So my first deal, I got into this business through Harvey, and we were doing the wholesaling. And so the first thing you do with wholesaling, you get a list of somebody. For me, it was foreclosures. Skip trace them, then you start hitting the phones. Everyone's telling you no. You don't even get answers. But finally, I visited a couple homes. They all went awful, or there just wasn't a deal. I finally pulled up to a nice home, and they had nice cars, and I was like, okay, this is strange. But it all makes sense. They owed, they were 12 months behind on their mortgage. They had a couple grand in taxes, and they had just taken out a $30,000 loan.
Oh my goodness.
They had brand new car notes, interest everywhere, ton of debt. But the strangest thing about this couple is, you try to be frank with people. You're going to get foreclosed on. Getting foreclosed on is never a good thing, but they were still trying to make money off of this.
Oh my goodness.
And so in the wholesale aspect of things, I couldn't really attract an investor, not with this much stuff on one property. So I was eager and I wanted to make a lot of money. And so, when you're eager and you want to make a lot of money, you end up not making a lot of money. So I decided the best exit strategy would be a subject to contract. So I took over their mortgage note, which made them uneasy because, they just, getting foreclosed on is very traumatizing. So they just wanted their name off the property, like there, it's gone. Regardless, anyways, we move forward and first month comes by and I can't find a tenant. So I took a hit. I took a hit about 1 month of mortgage. I was like, okay, all right. Now I'm working with the banks. I'm trying to work out all this debt. But finally, I found an investor who I could convince to take over this, to take it off my hands. Because you're 19 years old and I'm about to go back to school and I'm dealing with all this stuff. I mean, I got myself in this situation. And so after that experience, it was fun and it was painful. I think I broke even. Maybe I made a little bit. I don't even know because I lost a lot. So whatever I made, I just touched it there, as if I didn't even make the money. So that's the story of my first deal. And thankfully, there have been better deals after that.
Oh man. But it seems like you've learned from it and you didn't give up, which is definitely what's most important out of a first deal. It's a learning experience for most people. It often isn't a big money maker. So Harvey, I've heard your story before, but I want you to share with everybody else about your first deal. It worked out a little bit better, didn't it?
Yeah, I was fresh out of high school, still trying to figure out what to do with my life. And I got connection talking to some guy and get to learn about, real estate investing. And, I just start hitting the books, just researching online for the first 6 months, I remember. I didn't make any money for 6 months. I was calling people, knocking on doors and stuff. Didn't make any money with that. There was a lot of moments I wanted to just, give up with this real estate things. And then one day I just realized I need to, think outside the box. And I was walking down this neighborhood and there was this male lady. And I was thinking, who drive around the neighborhood the most? The male lady. So I get to talk to her. I told her that just, if you see any distressed property, any vacant property, send me the address. And, if I close a deal, I give you money, I'll split with you. And then, so after that day, every day she sent me a bunch of addresses and stuff. And then 2 weeks later, I got my first deal finally after 6 months. And that was after that first deal, more and more deals just, come through.
Wow. Wow. So you were creative in your prospecting, and I call that leverage, right? It's saying, how can I use someone that is already doing work and give them the opportunity to make a little bit of bonus? That was a really good idea. So we talk a lot about prospecting. I'm back to the LinkedIn audience and the importance of prospecting and finding a deal. I think that Harvey is a great example of how we need to think out of the box when we're trying to prospect. And Federico tells us, don't give up even when your first deal is kind of a bust. What I like most about his deal story is that when he saw that a deal was complicated, he didn't shy away from it. He still figured out a way to make the deal work. Tune in next time on My First Deal, where we will continue to ask real estate professionals across the country about their first real estate deal. This is Devaney Wilmot signing off from The Business of Real Estate.